never gonna hold me down. I'm a warrior.
And hopefully the conversations that we're all going to have today, like I said before, would be something that would drive all of us to positive action. I'm going to start the conversation with Mr. Goke. SoFresh, 150 employees, 5 states in Nigeria. How long has this taken you? If you were asked, like, how long has this been?
15 years.
15 years.
Yes.
Now, if you look at these 15 years.
15.
Yes, 15 years. What would you consider is your 2 biggest lessons as a business leader, as a business founder, leader, a trailblazer? Just 2 biggest lessons.
That in itself is a very big question, because to distill 15 years
into 2 years,
2 key lessons, I would say one is flexibility. So I'll say being flexible, have a plan, have a structure, but be flexible enough by listening to what the market is saying, what your customer is saying, what the economy is saying, what the environment is saying, and continuously align it to your mission and your vision. The second biggest lesson for me will be the importance of having very strong operational foundation. And what I mean by that is, so within your business, you must have, those strong operational foundations that your business, rests on. It's like a building. Your building rests on your foundation, so that when you have, as you would always have, economic challenges, business challenges, competitive challenges, technological challenges that will come, you have a very solid foundation to rest on.
To you in a minute. I'd like to talk to Miss Amanda. You, apart from Messenger, which is doing extremely well, but you are also program director for Cascador. And I mean, Cascador is one of the communities that currently and for a while now has been supporting thriving businesses, helping them to do better, training, providing access to not just funding, but actually real business knowledge. Now, with the numerous entrepreneurs that you've worked with quite a lot.
Yes.
Can you share with us some patterns, some traits that, and maybe we can still narrow it down to 2, if that is possible, that you have observed across businesses, because you work from multi-sector,
Yes.
right? So could you share that helps some of these patterns that might help businesses to thrive in this challenging socio-economic situation?
Yes, I can. And Goke actually helped me get started. When he talked about flexibility, I was going to word it as the adaptability in my own words, because it's key now more than ever, more than at any time in this in business, is to be adaptable. He mentioned so many occurrences that have happened in the last 5 years, and that's the trend going forward. So I think that any entrepreneur that is going to do well in this age has to be adaptable. The vision can be clear, but the way to get there, the process or the journey might be different. You might start out wanting to be a mega food chain, but now you're a mega healthy, ready to eat food chain.
Yeah.
So the vision is there, but more about the approach that has to be flexible. The vision is there, what you want to achieve, the people you want to serve, but how you go about serving them. You have to be flexible in your approach to doing business. So knowing when to persist and knowing when to change direction. So again, be adaptable or be flexible. Also be resilient, meaning that you've seen a path that you're sure that will work. It will require having a long-term strategy, a long-term vision to stay at something. I like that Goke is here because a lot of people start food businesses because say people must eat, but it's also a business that people shut down quite often. So for him, it's knowing whether to shut down his grocery and fresh vegetables or to adapt as he did into a healthy food chain. So as an entrepreneur that wants to succeed today, you have no excuse. Whether you like maths, whether you don't, your numbers are your best friend. That is the most important skill more than anything else that you need to have as an entrepreneur. It will guide you, it will help you make the best decisions for your business.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I mean, I used to be one of those people who say, I don't like maths, I don't like numbers.
Yeah.
I've long learned my lesson, and I'm thankful that I have. So thank you for highlighting that. And so, Mr. Victor, because we've talked operations, we've talked numbers, amongst what our co-panelists have shared. Can you talk to us a little bit about culture, organizational culture? Because it's easy to, well, not easy. We build up to a stage and then challenges change. So from your experience, what would you say are some of the roles that organizational culture and employer branding, right, can play in attracting and keeping not just talent, but also clients, investors, the right set of stakeholders?
Thank you very much. Culture, employer branding are things that keep your business alive. And they are your superpower when it comes to being able to scale the business and continue to thrive in the business. Culture is a way of life of a people. And oftentimes I was speaking at an HR conference and people were talking culture, and from the HR point of view, people think culture is a checklist of various things that you do, coming up with various programs within the organization, let the employees have fun. Culture goes beyond all of that. Culture is how the people feel at every point in time. When they come to the office and they are relating with their colleagues, do they feel that sense of belonging? Do they feel supported? Do they feel guided? Do they have an understanding of the vision of the organization? Do they feel this is an organization that would go over and beyond to be able to have my back? And the leaders who are also championing the cause of culture within the organization, what are some of the acceptable behaviors that they permit within the workplace? And then them also being able to differentiate between what employees want and what they truly need. Because you find a fresh guy from the university who comes into the organization and tells you, I want to make a difference. The question is, what difference do you want to make? You need to settle down and understand business. From that business point of view, you need to understand what skills and what requirements you have. And then how do those things help within the business? Businesses are looking for intrapreneurs too, and that all of these you can put into your culture. And your culture, being able to communicate it to people within the business and outside the business, is your employer branding.